The Business Report, brought to you by the Youth Entrepreneurship Scheme, a department of the Ministry of Youth and Community Empowerment, supporting young entrepreneurs from idea to enterprise.
In business tonight, the Caribbean Development Bank, or CDB, is projecting that real GDP growth will be flat for Barbados this year. In its just released country economic review for Barbados for the past year, the CDB observed that the island's economic activity is premised on favorable tourism performance due to growth in major tourism source markets. It has also identified the opening of Ross University School of Medicine as an anticipated expansion of airlift. Now, the bank says that the influx of medical students associated with that university may also positively impact other industries, such as distribution and transport. Well, the tutor for an ongoing business of film course says she has observed opportunities for Barbados to market some of its film productions to the wider world. The comment was made by Lorna Garner as she spoke on the sidelines of the recent launch of the Business of Film course at the Barbados Coalition of Service Industries headquarters.
I have worked overseas in London, Los Angeles, and with a Japanese company for over 20 years, involved in international sales of film and television, involved in international distribution, and involved in the funding of these productions. So it seemed to me that given Barbados' emerging film industry and the production side, it would be good to develop the film business side, which is sales agenting, distribution, and marketing internationally.
And time now to take a look at how those stocks traded on selected exchanges across our region. In Jamaica, Wasinco Group Limited ordinary shares was the volume leader with 3,742,597 units. In Trinidad and Tobago, National Flour Mills Limited was the volume leader with 43,995 shares changing hands, all for a value of $72,591.75. And here in Barbados, Epley Caribbean Property Fund SCC Value Fund was the sole security trading 279,267 shares at 55 cents each. And in international business, art dealers in the United Kingdom are making some last-minute contingency plans for Brexit, with many of them now moving quickly to ship their artwork out of the UK. This is to avoid heavy taxes in a post-Brexit environment. The British art market is the third largest in the world, and it relies on seamless shipping within the European Union.
This is one of the biggest fine art and antiques warehouses in Europe, where high-end art's prepared for shipping around the world. The company services top art dealers, private collections and museums.
So what's the most expensive item that's passed through here?
You'd be definitely looking at in excess of £100 million.
So these are no small objects by any means?
Or some might be small but very valuable.
The international art world depends on frictionless shipping with little bureaucracy and few tariffs. But as Brexit looms, the industry is weighing up the challenges.
I feel there is just this lack of clarity where we don't know what's going to happen. If we get a deal next week, then everything stays the same for 20 months, maybe 3 years, and then during that period they'll negotiate further. But it does lead to further uncertainty, and that makes long-term planning quite difficult.
At the moment, art is shipped seamlessly between the UK and the EU with very little red tape and with no duty in place. But all of that could change when the UK leaves the EU. If there are no new arrangements in place, there could well be new duties imposed. The more expensive the art, the higher the duty.
And it's time now for Water Wednesdays.
On Water Wednesdays this week, you're going to get to see a special piece of equipment which will help to solve that problem that we've been seeing in recent weeks. low levels in some of our pumping stations, which is resulting in some communities having low pressure or seeing outages. To tell us a bit more about what is a portable pumping station, we have Hector Marshall. He is a senior engineer attached to Bowmanston, of course, with the Barbados Water Authority. Where are we taking this portable pumping station?
This portable pumping station, which was fabricated here at the Bowmanston pumping station in St. John, will be moved to Bushy Park in St. Philip. It will take water from out of the Sunbury system and pump it into the Gona Ridge system. This pumping station is capable of moving 500,000 gallons per day of water into the Gona Ridge system if you use both pumps. But we actually designed it to use one pump as a duty pump and one pump as a standby pump. So therefore, it will move 250,000 gallons of water into the Gona Ridge system.
Okay. What are we seeing at Golden Ridge that has been such a concern for you and your team?
Golden Ridge system has been suffering because of a lack of rainfall. The levels in the Golden Ridge Reservoir have fallen a lot, and because of this fall off, it means that our pumping from Golden Ridge into the Castle Grant system, which is the highest system on the island, has suffered a lot.
So how soon are we moving this system, and how long will it take to address some of those communities in those rural areas like St. Joseph and St. John, St. Andrew and others that have been seeing low pressure or outages?
If all goes according to the schedule, this pumping station should be moved by the end of next week and move into position. There will be another delay as in the electrical power supply from Lighter Power to be connected. But this pumping station should be operational by the end of April.
A number of capital work projects are ongoing right now. Of course, we have the one at St. Stephen's Hill, Freehill, that area, which is also taking water to other parts of the island, but higher elevations as well. What is the overall plan? How do these all tie together?
With the Ionets Freshwater Limited 50% increase on Spring Garden, it will move water into more water into St. Stephen's system, which we have a pumping station at St. Stephen, will allow us to move more water into our Lodge Hill system. And the pumping station at Lodge Hill, we will pump water into the Shop Hill system. The Shop Hill system, the Castle Grant system, and the Golden Ridge system, those three systems are suffering the most right now out of all the systems on the island. This increase from desalination, Ionets Freshwater Limited, will also allow water to move, more water to move along Highway 1 into our Carleton system. This increase in the Carleton system gives us the opportunity to install a booster pumping station at Trent's in St. James, and we will move water from that Trent's pump station into our Shop Hill system. Also at Lancaster in St. James, we have a pumping station where we take water out of the Shop Hill system, we move it into our AF Hill system. At the AF Hill Reservoir, we have an AF Hill pumping station where we pump water from the AF Hill system and move it into the Castle Grant system. Remember that the Castle Grant system is the highest system on the island, and it's the most challenging system to get water to. But with this supply from desalination, and the extra supply from the desalination plant on Spring Garden, the extra supply from this plant here now at 250,000 gallons per day from the Bushy Park, it allows us that ability to move more water into the Castle Grant system.
Okay, some people might ask, how can you move water from all down Spring Garden to all over the other side of the island where you have St. Joseph and those eastern parishes?
It's all because of how our systems are designed and our infrastructure, our piping infrastructure, like our distribution network. Right. We have pumping stations at strategic points on the island, and it allows us to move water into different systems.
Of course, thank you, Hector, and we thank you for watching Water Wednesdays. To view this or a previous episode again, please visit our website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. You can go to our Facebook page for additional information as well and updates as usual, or just type Water Wednesdays in YouTube. You can definitely find us there.
It is the liquid of life. We